Alright. Hey guys, hopefully this is a better feature video first off. Now, in a minute.
Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, and trouble breathing. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of ketoacidosis or an allergic reaction. Symptoms of an allergic reaction include
Now, trying to get to my YouTube channel. Alright, there we go. Current live streams. Oh, that was kind of odd. First, I need to turn down my volume a little bit. Because that is literally making my ears, basically making my ears bleed. There we go. Air frame rate. There. There. And let's go back to this. Alright. The answer I've got Nightbot already and everything, so I'll just wait for people to come. Alright, okay, let's just put this to the side, and let's just stare at the chat. I control me. And let's just open this in a new window. Let's hold the right step. Oh, okay, now this is going to look better. Right? Definitely a little bit better. Dance, dance to your favorite. In chat, nobody's still. Dance, dance to your favorite. So put this back in the corner so it minimizes a little bit. Wrong. Yeah. I know, much stuff from my boy Thomas' channel. Filter the channels. Let's see, where is he? He ain't too far. Third page if you have any luck. No, still nothing in the chat aside from the Nightbot. Well, at least my boy Nightbot's keeping me company. Let's just look at it. Let's just look for my subscriptions. Here. Hi, James. Let's go to the comments. Oops. Okay. Comment that. Let's go back to a different page. Let's see this. And more. Filters. Huh.
Watched it?
Doing a video.
Huh?
Doing a video.
I go to the read first, and I'll pick up my my the sigil and how the drugs and bounty. I'll pick up some other bound now.
There.
Roughly 2 hours, so we'll see how things go. We will see.
Nope, nobody so far. Nobody so far.
You went?
Nobody's watching so far.
What did you say?
Didn't say anything before that.
I had some severe fatigue.
In a minute, Nick. Can I see my phone for just a quick second? So I'm gonna be really quick. All right, here. Thank you. Still no. Gosh. Save for that.
Look what I made them do with this though. Made a dance though.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Gaming, hello, Thomas. But anyway. Hello, Thomas. Yes, Dylan, it is. Oh. 8 frame rate.
But here's what you can. You tell me boys and this is
Wait a minute. Need to get the frame rate better.
you can't tell me what you're doing. That's what I'm doing. But the very same thing that they want to be, you tell them not. Because what you don't want is them to be like their father. That's the thing they know. You understand the conflict now? Skip what we did, skip what we did.
Yes, comments I do have.
Yes.
Wait a minute, guys. I'm gonna have to just pause the screen. Right here. 30 clicks, right? A minute, guys. I'm gonna have to pause the screen so I can get my camera fixed for now. So. They're experiencing technical difficulties.
Simply someone I knew and wouldn't let the boys get away with bad behavior at all. I'm talking about America's super nanny, Edward Chip.
Miss Deborah.
I'm Carol. Nice to meet you.
Buying your kid is easy. That's because everyone pays kids price June 1st through the 30th. Buy your ticket for $39 online, and a portion goes to the Alexis Lemonade Stand Foundation and the fight against childhood cancer. You can buy a slot all you want while doing good for kids in need. See on tickets only at YorkiePark.com.
Closed captioning provided by.
Help prevent discomfort from gas. With Beano, taken right before meals, it makes healthy gas-causing foods easier to digest. Take Beano before, and there'll be no gas.
Steve's best summer ever just got warmer with the hardest working warm-up guy in the mix.
It's just the whooping
He's maybe tiny, but he'll bounce your heart. Plus, nobody rocks us too like Ruben does.
You don't have to wear it with swag.
Monday.
Alright, folks, hey, we're back for time for just one more video.
All right.
You know, it's been all kids all hours. There's no way we can show you all the segments with all the kids. That's why we made on top to show
My
you so
controller.
many amazing young boys out there.
It's Leslie Harvey show, and he will let you know.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up.
All right, now we should be back.
Yes.
Ready to roll. Just end it like that. Didn't you use that finger to lift the batter?
Yes, mama, I did. Kill the game, girl. I like that, man. That's sharp.
Is that real?
Is that the girls? She killing me, no Asia. She letting them have her. Yeah, you get that too. It's the cutest little girl.
And your hands.
All right, now our Brown, we're back. And if you want to request a song, just Please make sure it doesn't have any cuss words. Right.
Come on, man. See that little grin on your face? Yeah, it's like a politician. Martin Luther King Jr.
Alright, there. Alright. Oh, my spot again. I know why I'm doing this.
I'm exhausted. I need a nap. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to catch me on Instagram at IMC Hardy TV. Hope you're having a fantastic summer. See you back here soon. We can do it together.
Look at that shot.
Plus, this fifth grader who already has rules for dating.
Do not speak to me unless it's a greeting, which will be never. He raises his hopes there for a second and then psych.
Today at 3 on NBC 10.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale, and we're celebrating with our first ever daily deals. Get amazing deals on everything from free pillows to 50% off mattresses from brands you love. And for a limited time, take home our exclusive Serta iComfort Temp Touch for just $37 per month. Save on a selection of over 15 different models under $999. Plus, sleep interest-free for 6 years. So don't miss Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale with daily deals.
Luis waited his whole life to celebrate his team being crowned champions. So our wellness coaches developed a plan to keep him fit and healthy. And when his moment finally arrived, his knees were up to the job. Aetna, you don't join us, we join you.
Alexa, what's the news today?
Here's your flash briefing from NBC 10 Philadelphia.
You can get NBC 10 News on command. Launch the Alexa app, choose skills, then search and enable NBC 10 Philadelphia. NBC 10 News now available on devices with Alexa. Now your NBC 10 First Alert weather.
On First Alert Meteorologist Erica Martina. Right now we are tracking remnants of Cindy moving to our area. Earlier today we did see some pockets of heavy downpours, but then a break. But now, more importantly, we are seeing some heavier rain heading in our direction. In fact, western Pennsylvania is seeing some really strong weather.
Don't you say anything when you put that on? Yeah, I am, but nobody's really watching it right now.
Southwestern Pennsylvania and a severe thunderstorm warning for south central Pennsylvania. We are watching this
So
system
I'm on this one
head to our direction. This is what we call a built product here. I do want to show you here because what we're seeing here is the potential for some hail to move into our area soon enough. So I'll be tracking this for you, of course, and keeping you updated on social media at NBC Philadelphia. Current wind right now, sustained wind speeds ranging anywhere between 16 miles per hour for Philadelphia, 21 for Dover, and the wind gusts are also picking up, a sign that there's definitely a lot of activity going on in the atmosphere. So 23 miles per hour wind gusts in Philadelphia, 28 for Dover. Hour by hour forecast picking up on those showers and those thunderstorms moving across our area. It looks like we could see a couple of strong storms moving through from west to east across our local viewing area. So I do want to show you the severe thunderstorm risk that has been issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Let's go ahead and hold on into our area here, and we'll talk about exactly what a slight risk means. It means that we could see some.
You claimed that when you approached her and asked her for a loan to go to paramedical school, she gave it to you as an outright gift, no conditions.
No conditions.
And what was the actual discussion between you and your mother at that time?
Me and my best friend was at her house, and I was talking to my best friend about it. I was telling her, I'm interested in going to EMT school, but the only problem is that you have to pay out of pocket for it. And as I'm talking to her, my mother overheard the conversation, and she said, well, this is something I would do for you. I would give you the money for school. Just
how did she give you the money?
She gave it to me through a check.
And that was applied to tuition. You actually went to school?
Yes.
And you graduated?
Yes.
Are you working as a paramedic?
No, I'm not working right now.
All right. Now, the friend that was there at the time of this conversation, is she here?
Yes, Alicia.
Did you come up, please? Alicia, you were sitting around talking.
Yes.
What did you overhear?
Well, me and the one was talking first, and her mom came in the room. She was like, "Oh, I'm thinking about going to school. I don't have the money though." So her mom was like, "Well, I'll pay for it. You can go to school. I'll watch your daughter for you." And that's all.
No, that didn't happen. We was at Valley Forge Casino. It was around the holiday times. I had went and got Aria, my granddaughter, some gifts and things. So I hit while I was at the casino, actually.
You won some money?
Yes, I won money there.
How much did you win?
About 4,000.
And so you were feeling generous?
No. Mom made me angry with her. And I was like, I ain't giving her my money. So 3 weeks went by, and she called me on the phone. "You don't care about me. You don't care about your grandbaby. Mom, I promise. No sooner I get my income tax, I'll give it back to you. I promise. I promise." I said, "Okay, I'll write her a check. It's a loan. This is what it is." Divine.
What was the conversation about her paying you back?
"Mom, I'll give you money back when I get my income tax check back."
Is there any witness to this statement?
Yes.
Who is this gentleman?
This is James the Scholar.
Do you have some information that you want to share with respect to this?
I overheard the conversation, and she said she would pay her when she got her income.
You overheard what conversation?
About the loan that she gave her.
And where did this conversation take place?
Well, they were talking back and forth on the phone.
Were you listening in on the phone
The
conversation?
phone was on so I could hear
It was on speaker.
on the speaker.
Do you know this gentleman?
Yes, I know him. You know, this is my mother, and that's her best friend. She manipulated him. She get him to say whatever.
All right. So now you having a party for your granddaughter?
Yes, sir.
The family was there. And she claims that things got out of hand there, that there was drinking, some fighting. And you say that after this fight, she was upset, so upset that she ran outside and she vandalized both of your cars.
Yes, sir.
Do you have proof of the
Yes,
car?
sir.
You have photographs of them?
Yes, sir.
May you give them to us, please? Where were the cars vandalized?
The windshield wipers were broken off of the Saturn View.
I never touched that car.
My witness seen her do it, sir.
You saw this, sir?
Yes, I saw her.
What did you see happen?
She took the windshield wiper blade and scratched it all on the outside of the car. It took a stick or something and broke the side of the mirror on this car.
Okay. Do you have the repair bills for it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have
It
those.
is Wednesday, my dude.
Thank you. Now, let me ask you. You have a responsibility to help your child educate herself.
No, sir.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
Thank you. You know, the thing I really don't about this case as a mother suing her daughter for college tuition. I can't get my head around it. Now, as a legal matter, it's only a loan if you have a reasonable expectation of repayment. So I'm going to ask you, when you gave her this tuition money, you didn't know when she was going to get a job. So how reasonable was your expectation?
Divine told me that they guarantee her a job placement.
No, I told her exactly what my school told me. Once you finish, they help you find a job. It's not guaranteed that they're gonna be like, okay, listen, you finished class, go ahead, there go a job.
Mom, when she allegedly vandalized your car, did you call the police?
Yes.
Did the police report?
Yes.
I see it. You didn't witness the damage take place, though, did you?
I didn't. My witness.
Oh, your witness saw that too.
Yes, I
What
did.
did you witness?
I witnessed her damaging the car.
Did the police ever talk to you about this incident, ma'am?
No.
The police never interviewed you? You were never charged? You were never arrested?
No.
The officers were not as interested in prosecuting your daughter as you were. You really wanted to get her, but the cops weren't that interested. Judge Domingo?
I don't know. Something about the two of your stories here that is really just bothering me.
Hello,
Because in
Ethan.
truth, you're your own worst enemy with regard to your mother giving you this as a
What's the
gift.
problem?
You know why? Because your answer says, we have a rocky relationship for as long as I can remember. My mother wasn't there for me like a mother should be when I was growing up. She was dealing with her own demons. And now you turn around and you say, my mother, this lousy mother, has given me $1,565 to go to school. She babysits my daughter for free. And I don't believe
Oh,
that
hey,
this was a loan.
Studious.
I just happened to give her money for watching my child once in a while. What money were you paying her to babysit your daughter?
I was paying her, well, when I first
It's taking you too long. You either know or you don't
like
know.
$30 here and there.
Is that accurate?
No, ma'am.
She never gave you any money.
Not a dime.
See, I I'd have to just say that if she would have told me that she was giving you the money like she did, I would have believed me she was paying you back for the loan. But now you're saying she never gave you any money. See, that's why I think you're lying. Because you think you're giving me answers that I want to hear, when in fact the answers that you're giving me support the other person's position. Now my question to you is, this police report, you call the police. You don't say my daughter broke the thing, you say someone keyed my car. No. You see, there's something not right with this case. There's just something not right. And sir, how much do you know the plaintiff?
I've been trying for 14 years.
No,
Do you live right next door?
No.
Well, how did you happen to be at the house at the time?
I'm married to the.
She's married to. Nobody said that. Nobody ever said, I know her best friend. Yes. You said this is my mother's best friend, so I just assumed your friend came, your husband didn't say anything. Okay, let's start. Your husband and wife.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Then we gotta get that straight in the story. Okay, my other question I want to ask you is, did you work before you went to an EMT school?
No.
What kind of tax money are you going to get back?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I wasn't working, so I don't know where this. I was supposed to pay her back when I was supposed to get.
You know what? You need a reasonable expectation. This is a kid who you had issues with all along. Bottom line here is, I'm still confused, and I am done. We're going to retire to delivery. I need some convincing.
Air horn.
I need some real convincing. Oh, no. I think that she's just moving along. And I can't imagine that this woman who's going to give this kid money next, that she's going to give it that much. She's going to get somehow.
These nuts, that song's from my gig I have. Real one.
No, get the camera! No, get the camera!
That's my car. I didn't see any evidence, especially places the police were pushing the name to immediately. She would have said, look, I witnesses, my daughter scratched the car, so I don't think they know that. If she did, I don't have enough proof that she scratched it. And with regard to the money, I just want to say, I don't want to
I'm glad that she has an education and can now improve herself.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, these nuts like Garfield.
Oh, hey, Darren.
Our points of view really reflect the way mother and daughter relationships. We don't believe that even though there may have been some talk on your part that you're expecting your daughter to pay you back formally as a loan, we don't believe under all of the circumstances that your expectation of this being paid back qualifies as a
doesn't
loan.
even work.
So therefore, we find that actually this is a gift. And with respect to the vandalism, unfortunately, there isn't sufficient evidence for us to believe you're doing it. So the judgment of the court is that the complaint is dismissed.
This woman is now in recess. She's selfish and she's manipulative. But she's going to give me my money.
I just feel like it's messed up because I'm her daughter.
Today is the job. I was watching your baby for 9 months. Deadbeat mom.
She was just watching her while I was going to school, and that was it.
I hate this young lady. As far as I'm concerned, she no longer has a mother, and my granddaughter no longer has a grandmother.
That's fine. It don't get to me. It's fine.
This young lady better watch herself.
And now the next case.
Case number 198 on calendar, Dowling versus Sis. Please step forward.
Octavius Dowling is suing his ex-girlfriend, Carrie Sister, for stolen property. Carrie is counsel for company profits and the value of personal belongings.
Okay, Mr. Dowling, you and the defendant are actually ex-boyfriend and girlfriend. And at some point, ma'am, you moved in with him and you brought your 3 girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Before you were involved, you say that you were selling children's clothing.
Yes, ma'am.
So when she came to live with you, you claim you became business partners as well, and you were going to be married. And at some point, you went into a pre-marriage counseling session. And it was in that session that apparently you revealed a lack of trust for him. At that point, you said she was out and you threw her out. And according to you, after this, she broke back into the house, she stole merchandise, she stole fabric, and you're basically out of pocket $5,000.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you're saying is you owe him nothing, but in fact, he owes you something. The money you were making, your profits, were going into an account of his, which was linked to his business. But to add insult to injury, the therapist that you claim you went to, you say was a fraud.
Yes, ma'am.
Hot bench continues in a moment.
You're not saying he scammed you into this, are you? Well, I mean, that's a
First
pretty
letters to the primary.
complicated scam.
Good people make
Somebody's
good things
watching.
happen. At Wolves, our people make all the difference. Another reason to shop Wolves.
If you've been diagnosed with cancer, searching for answers like where to treat can feel overwhelming. So start your search with a specialist at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Start with teams of cancer treatment experts under one roof, focused on the delivery of precision cancer treatment. Start at one of the Cancer Treatment Centers of America hospitals near you. The evolution of cancer care is here. Learn more at cancercenter.com/experts. Appointments available now.
Ready for the extra PA?
What's with Pennsylvania State Cards and Offer? Trails, and tales are just part of the fun you can find at our second home at State Park. Watch Wednesday on ABC 27 News at 5:30. Here's the ABC 27 Community Calendar. Dinosaur Discovery, where Science Live is now on display at Whitaker Center. More than a dozen dinosaurs are on display through September 3rd. Sample over 40 craft beers at Brewfest July 15th at Fort Hunter Park. Enjoy live bands, gourmet food, and learn how to brew beer yourself. Tickets are available online. Register now for the First National Bank Harrisburg Mile, July 15th. Runners waist down Front Street. After the race, cool off on the Susquehanna River.
You deserve the best forecast, and there's only one place you can depend on. We're honored to be officially certified as having the most accurate forecast in the Mid-States by WeatherBreak.
That's the nation's only independent weather research firm. Others may say it, we can prove it.
So for this start of your day, or riding out the storms, stay connected to the Mid-States' most accurate meteorologists.
The ABC 27 Storm Trend 17, certified by WeatherBreak, and working for you. Closed caption is provided by. You've had this snack, but have you ever had a snack within a snack within a snack? 3 levels of snack time at the same time. Reese's Snack Mixes pretzels, nuts,
No,
Reese's
nobody
Pieces,
else.
and Reese's peanut butter cups. Hershey's and Reese's Snack Mix. Snacks on snacks on snacks.
One laugh and hello, sensitive bladder. So I tried Always Discreet. I didn't think protection this thin could work, but the super absorbent core turns liquid to gel, so it's out of sight and out of mind. Always Discreet for bladder leaks.
3 judges, 3 opinions, 1 verdict. Hot bench.
Not playing it.
Says ex-girlfriend Carrie Sisk stole property from a trailer after they broke up. Carrie is countersuing for company profits and the value of personal belongings.
When she came to live with you, how long were you together?
Well, I knew Mrs. for several years, and we went to church together at one point, and then we got involved.
And where were you living? A home, a trailer?
A home.
You live in a home, and you had a trailer as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you let her work out of your trailer to
Yes.
sell the clothing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you making these clothes?
No, ma'am. I was purchasing them from a wholesaler.
So why would you have fabric?
The fabric was part of everything, it was African fabric. So, at times people buy the African clothing and they come in, oh, I want to buy some fabric to make their own things. And then
So you were selling fabric as well as pre-made clothing?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have proof who paid for the fabric?
yes, ma'am.
Let's see it. You both looking. That means you both should be coming up with the same piece of paper. And so are you saying you purchased the fabric with your money?
Yes, ma'am.
And ma'am, are you saying you purchased the fabric with your money?
Yes, ma'am.
What does this show me, this $1,333?
Well, that's a personal account. So a lot of the money that was going in, we were paying bills, we were doing other things. And like you can see on my
Yeah, but you see the problem here is there's a lot of commingling. So in this paper that you handed me, I don't see any evidence as to what you paid for the fabric. Now, this is what you show for the fabric, and I have it, I can see it there. Let me hear from you now with regard to the money. Show me how the money that you're asking for, the $4,000 and change, is your money, not just his money, that you put it in, because unless we can separate it, and the burden is going to be on you, you can't get anything from us.
try.
So let's see what you have.
Well, this is a statement that he gave me while we were still together, showing where the money from the business was going into his account, as well as purchases for the business that were coming out of his personal account.
You're not saying he scammed you into this, so are you? That's a pretty complicated scam.
Are you talking to me?
I said he scammed me into it, but maybe if the whole premise was to help me get up on my feet, then once I left him, he's still continuing to sell women's clothing.
Well, that's okay. He likes it now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your
It is Wednesday, lady.
Hot Bench continues in a moment.
And at that moment, you gave up. And then he broke up with me the next day I came home.
Hi guys.
Hey.
What's going on?
All it takes is a couple of minutes. The market and you can get immediate proof of insurance.
She's back.
If you're anonymous online call with no payments,
I made her stop mopping and changing potty.
you
cold?
No, let's place it over here. Oh, okay.
How the Bill Cosby mistrial plays into a campaign against sexual assault on college campuses at 5. Also,
Mistrial.
Financial planners. These are the people.
If you said Cosby mistrial.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a dog walking business.
Did this landlord's home become a kennel?
I also have advertisements from her Facebook page for boarding in the home.
That's different.
Next Judge GD.
Everything comes to a unanimous decision, so that you're going to go to back.
They're gonna try it again?
You need a lawyer. Then you need a lawyer. With you all process all over again.
8888 Schmidt Kramer. Don't wait.
And the victim has to go through it again.
That's why you drink Ensure. 9 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals.
She says she's ready to go.
And energy to get back
I'll
to
do this as often as I have to.
Ensure. Always be you.
Here's the ABC
He's so
27 community calendar. Take a break, a lunch break at the Box Lunch Review Concert Series. The free concert takes place Tuesday and Thursdays at York's Cherry Lane beginning at 11:30. Dinosaur Discovery, where science comes alive, is now on display at Whitaker Center. More than a dozen dinosaurs on display through September 3rd. Sample over 40 craft beers at Brewfest July 15th at 400 Park. Enjoy live bands, gourmet food, and learn how to brew beer yourself. Tickets are available online. Register now for the First National Black Harrisburg Mile, July 19th. Runners race down Front Street. After the race, cool off along the Susquehanna River. The weekend of June 23rd through 26th marks the 45th anniversary of Tropical Storm Pegasus' visit to Harrisburg and the devastating flood that resulted. The Historic Harrisburg Association has a series of events to remember the events. For more events or to post your events, visit abc27.com. It's about the bus stop. You drive to work. It's about baseball, softball, soccer games. It's about having the science we know, getting the power to plan your day. With a specific and accurate forecast.
I wanted to tell you when you left yesterday, I took your wheels for tonight.
Technology to keep you safe through severe weather.
This is the one we're watching closely together. Inside, watching damaging
The ABC 27.
Do you want me to mop here quick first? Turn on the fan? Sure. All right. Get them up. Feet up.
Okay.
First of all, does anybody have to pee?
No, I did not too long ago.
Stealing his property. Jerry has encounters.
I don't know. First round.
It's gonna be wet for a few minutes. You have to pee.
It was a mistake.
If you put down your devices, do you have to pee?
No.
Therapist. Right. Somehow something happened because you told him at that therapist meeting that you didn't trust. Right. And at that moment, you gave up on the relationship.
If you don't try,
I think if every man was told they're not trusted and gave up on a relationship, we wouldn't really have much of a civilization.
You and me both.
Yeah. Well, it has to be our
Yes.
Every day.
Yes, and I truly honestly believe I was doing everything to be trusted. I didn't do anything underhand. I didn't take anything from her.
Why didn't you trust him at that point?
I didn't trust him at that point. On the 4th of July, my sister-in-law and my sister invited me and my girls to go to the beach just to get away. Well, we were talking about putting a logo on the trailer. He said, well, I know a gentleman and he could put the logo on there for us. And I told him, I said, please wait till I get back. He went ahead and did it anyway. Then he started posting pictures on his Facebook page, saying it was his business.
You don't have any partnership agreement.
No. And he broke up with me the next day I came home. So,
thank you, Judge. You know, Mr. Dowling, you said that the fabric that you claim the defendant stole was purchased with funds from your bank account. But that really goes to the key issue in this case that my colleagues have pointed out, the problems with all of these commingled funds, because she claims that those funds that were in your bank account actually belonged to her business. And to you, Ms. Sisk, you know, you really do have the same problem, because even though everybody acknowledges that you were in business before you moved, not only did you allow the commingling to take place, but he provided the business facility, did he not, with the trailer? Right. So even if we were to find that you weren't partners, we would also have to determine whether or not he was entitled to some contribution, like he did provide something to the business. Do you have anything, ma'am, that would identify what the proceeds were that you brought to the business before I provided the trailer, before you guys started working together?
Actually, merchandise from the PayPal receipts that I gave, but nothing beyond that? No, ma'am. All right, it's impossible for me on this record to segregate whose funds are whose. No more questions.
We're going to require you to deliver.
All right.
Thank you. Start with the salary recess.
Closed captions provided by Allergy Suffer.
Yeah, you hate it when I do under your seat, don't you?
Try new Zyme for relief that's as effective at hour 24 as at hour 1. So be wise all, take new Zyme.
Ready to take control of your gut now? New ICI lidocaine patch.
Desensitizes aggravated nerves with the max strength lidocaine available.
New ICI lidocaine patch.
Hot bench.
We challenge these kids to make the ultimate bathroom mess. All test the power of Kafur with OxyClean. Kafur cuts through nasty ring around the tub and quickly tackle those hard-to-reach corners. The secret OxyClean steam-fighting bubbles that power through calcium, lime, hard water, and easily clean soap scum on shower doors. Kaboom turns this into this. And try Kaboom Foam-tastic. Its powerful foaming action turns light when it's ready to wipe. Kaboom does the hard work for you.
My daughter is studying to be a dentist, and she gave me a word. She said, Dad, go pro with Crest Pro Health.
45 tickets confirm these Pro Health products help maintain a professional clean. Go pro with Crest Pro Health.
Crest Pro Health really brought my mouth to the next level.
What's the story behind Green Mountain Coffee and Fair Trade? Let's take a flight to Colombia. This is Boris Kelly. Boris was buying more coffee. And because we pay him a fair price, he improves his farm and invests in his community to make even better coffee. For a smoother tasting cup. Green Mountain Coffee.
Feels better in here than it does out there.
You could start your search at the all-new Carfax.com.
That would help. Show me the Carfax.
Now the car you want and the history you need are easy to find.
Show me used minivans with no reported accidents. Love it. Show me the Carfax.
Start your used car search with free Carfax. The all-new Carfax.com.
You know, color. I just like that straight line.
Right now, you can do some. One night, you know, here's the best part. Now, warranty comes up any new Hyundai. Any new Hyundai. The 4th of July sales event only happens once a year.
That's how we roll.
I couldn't figure that out.
I'll take this one.
There's a reason to buy a Hyundai. And here's another
Stuff I
reason to
want
buy
to do
now.
downstairs.
Hurry in your local Hyundai dealer today.
I need to clean the outside of all the contacts. I did the inside, but not the outside.
Start training for a new career right now at YTI Career Institute. YTI's programs are designed to get you career ready with in-demand skills employers are looking for. Visit YTI.edu or call now. Classes are enrolling now, and financial aid is available to those who
It's not
qualify.
from a lack of
Don't
eating, I'll
wait.
tell you that
Start
much.
your career now at YTI. Call
That's very high, but that was-
800-418-3276. That's 800-418-3276.
Why do you think they have to go to the doctor every 2 months?
Bench.TV.
Like us on Facebook and follow us
So that
on
they can
Twitter.
track their weekends.
I'm not inclined to give her anything or him anything. I don't think that either one of them met their burden to show what money was theirs, what products was theirs, who laid out what money. And in any event, I really do think that on some level they were sort of splitting things 50-50. The mere fact that she was letting him put this sign on the truck but didn't want it until she got there was showing a joint business venture on some level. Yeah, so I'm completely comfortable saying dismiss the complaint, dismiss the counseling.
I think that's a good.
I'm right there. You ready? Yes. In it together, and you're getting out of it together. But nobody's getting anything. Basically, it's a wash. So, you know what? You don't seem angry at each other. You don't seem like there's any venom in this. You're just both seeking what you think you were entitled to. But we're going to dismiss the complaint. We're going to dismiss your counterclaim. You're not even really angry at each other, so that's a good thing. That's how it makes sense.
Hot Bench continues in a moment. And on the next Hot Bench.
You organize large group trips.
Yeah, the bus breaks down. No bathroom, no air conditioning.
She cuts me out, threatening me.
This was a trip of Morris for you.
Hot Bench.
Check the chat. Nope.
I'm not mad, you know, that's still my friend. Still love her.
You just never think somebody that you love that you have to go through something like this.
She got a good business head, and I think we can work together.
You don't mix business and pleasure.
Ooh, back on the serious complaint.
Whoa. That's not a smart way to remodel your kitchen. Do you really want to go through all this work just to make your kitchen look better? No. There's a smarter way. The entire Kitchen Saver process was created for people just like you. And the best part? It's installed by our skilled craftsmen in about 3 to 5 days.
This month only, save $750. Get a free cutting board and mount. 844-915-1132. Let's face it, healthcare is complex, and for those with medical assistance, it can be really complex. That's why UPMC for You is all about keeping it simple. How simple? Think, make one phone call to get all your answers simple. Our healthcare concierges can explain everything, check prescription coverage, and even make appointments. Pretty simple, right? To get the most from your medical assistance coverage, choose UPMC for You.
Get on the road to great deals at Brenner Chrysler Jeep's Drive and Discover Sales Event. Take home a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited just $394 a month, or a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited for only $344 a month. Plus, get up to $7,000 of MSRP and a 2017 Jeep Cherokee Sport, 10 in stock. All backed with Buyer's Edge lifetime powertrain coverage and guaranteed credit approval from certified credit specialists on site daily. Only at Brenner Chrysler Jeep in Mechanicsburg. We make deals.
New rules for your financial planner at 5.
Her boy is hospitalized. She started yelling, saying, "He's bleeding. He's bleeding." Who's really to blame?
You left your son in their care.
That is correct.
No, that's not true.
What happened the day that you got hurt?
Hot Bench. Judge Tanya Acker. Judge Patricia Domingo. Judge Michael Corriero. 3 judges, 3 opinions, 1 verdict. This is Hot Bench. Amber Gold is suing her cousin, Philip DuPont, and his girlfriend, Nicole Zilski, for medical bills after her son was injured while in their care.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Please be seated. And young man, you may sit also.
Your Honor, this is case number 314, Gold versus DuPont and Zilski. Ms. Gold, you are suing your cousin, P.J. DuPont, and his girlfriend, Ms. Zilski. Is that correct? You're suing them because you left your son in their care on August 26th. While he was there, he cut his knee on a trailer that was in the driveway. And you are suing not only for being negligent, but for medical bills. You say that you have to pay about $2,000. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So now you claim in your papers you were moving something out of the defendant's home. Is that right?
Yes, a bed. One mattress. My cousin from New York was coming to stay with me, and so we had to go and pick up the bed
You say you went not only with your son Trinity.
Yes.
You went with another son.
Yes.
And how old is your other son?
3.
They were all with you this morning, and you put the bed in your car, and you said you had no more room.
Correct. I took up the entire back.
And you say that your cousin volunteered to look after your son.
Yes, he did.
Right? Now you claim that that's not true.
No, that's not true.
So tell us what happened.
Okay, upon loading the bed into the vehicle, she, for a few minutes, contemplated letting both of her boys ride on top of the mattress, all the way back to New Richland. 45-minute drive.
Wait, stop one second. Is that true?
Yes.
Well, what do you mean on top? What kind of a car did you have?
The Buick Rendezvous, so the mattress was laying in there, and I was just going to belt them in on top of the mattress, and that's when PJ said, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, sure, their family, of course.
And did you watch both boys?
Both of the boys were at my house, yes, along with our children as well.
And after the plaintiff left, what were you doing?
I was outside of my patio, just behind the fence, maybe 11 feet from the trailer at this point, and I hear our oldest start yelling.
How old was your oldest?
8. She started yelling, saying, he's bleeding. And immediately, we grabbed paper towels and wound dressings. I brought him to the hospital. He got his stitches. I told him I'd stay with him the entire time.
You know how he came to cut his?
Running around the one side.
Did you see this?
I did not see it.
Who saw it?
The other kids.
We had asked Trinity what had happened as well, and he said he ran around the back of the trailer and he cut his knee on the license plate.
On the license plate?
Mm-hmm.
No. PJ told me that they were jumping on the trailer.
Did you say that? Did you say they were jumping on the trailer?
It was a little bit of both. We had
he said he ran around.
to not play in, on, or around.
You don't know whether or not he was actually on top of the trailer.
Not at that point.
In any event, you see each other at the hospital. His knee is stitched up. You say that you had to pay about $2,000 and that your insurance company rejected it?
Yes, because they're requesting the homeowner's insurance information.
And you weren't able to do that because it's not your home.
Correct.
And we're not be able to give that because it's not our home.
It's not
We're renters.
Did you ask the landlord or whoever it was?
We didn't offhand. She took it upon herself to do so.
All right. So after
Absolutely. I loaded him back into my car and drove him back to my house.
Now, if you're claiming that they were negligent in some way, you let your son go back to...
We still had the mattress in our vehicle. We couldn't put him in our vehicle.
So you let him stay overnight? You couldn't bring the mattress to where you were going and take him back?
We brought the mattress to my home, came back and got both of my children, and went back to my home.
Well, you're claiming that you kept him overnight.
He fell asleep at our house.
Are you claiming that your cousin is lying?
Yes.
All right. So how are you now, young man?
Good.
Good. How's your knee?
It's good.
Anything you want to add to all of this?
No.
Okay. Good. Judge Acker.
Thank you, Judge. Trinity, can I just ask you a couple of questions? Could you take the stand, please, next to your mom? Can you just tell us really quickly what happened the day that you got hurt?
PJ told us to get off the trailer because we were playing on the trailer. So we all got off. And then my cousins were riding their bikes down the hill. I was running and I cut my knee open on the license plate.
Thank you, Trinity. That was really helpful to me. You can sit down now. All right, Ms. Fold, I'm at a loss to understand how it is you can hold them liable for your son running around and cutting himself. What did they do wrong?
If they knew that the children were jumping on this
and they
trailer,
stopped. I just heard from
why would you leave the children in the driveway unattended to and stay behind the fenced-in yard doing fence work?
Why did you leave them there? Your son testified that, like reliable, reasonable caretakers who are looking at his children for free, they said, stop jumping on the car. Then he started running around and cut himself on the license plate. I have a hard time believing that at no point does your son run around and get hurt.
Of course he gets hurt.
Watching it.
Well, of course he gets hurt.
Who's liable when he gets hurt? Who's liable when he gets hurt?
Whoever's under the care of.
It's your legal position that whenever a kid gets hurt, that the people who are supervising him are automatically liable. What if he was running and scratched himself on a branch? What if he fell and tripped?
That's different.
Just there we go. Okay. I'd like to speak to you again because you look very cute when you testified. But I just need to know something from you. When you came back from the doctor that night, where'd you go?
PJ's house.
And what'd you do at PJ's house?
We watched a little bit of a movie. I fell asleep. My mom woke me up in the middle of the night to go home.
You were very clear in your papers. You say Trinity even stayed with us that night. You didn't really say you stayed over. Because the issue I have too is, you're complaining about them, but you were willing to take 2 children, an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old who should be in a car seat. and put them on top of a mattress, which elevates them in the car, which creates more danger for them. So, you know, when I look at parental care, I have to look first at you as their natural mother to say, I don't think that was wise. I have to sit down now. Because another issue I have is, and it was in response to Judge Acker's question, that anybody watching the children are responsible. And yes, I agree that under some circumstances you have an obligation, but not every obligation to take care of a child results in criminal liability, financial liability. Things happen. He's 8, for goodness sakes. Things happen. But you call CPS on him. I have never. You're saying that CPS was called, that they called you 2 weeks later. Do you have anything from CPS that indicates that she called for you?
We tried to get a hold of CPS, and we called them this morning, and we tried to have them fax over the sheet, but because the case was closed, because they didn't find anything, they couldn't fax over any sort of form.
And how do you know that it relates to your supervision of him and not your supervision of your own children?
I guess offhand, I don't know for a fact.
Okay, I can see you're angry, and I know you're angry because you feel like, I can't believe she's doing this. I can't believe it.
She knows the bond that me and Trinity have, and she's just, we're here destroying it.
But they refuse to give us the insurance information that we need. That's what this is. I said
Why the trailer was there.
Why was it there?
The trailer was there so we could help her dispose of a couch, a mattress. I hooked up the trailer to our Suburban to pull the stuff out to my uncle's burn pile. The trailer was only there to help her move.
All right, but I'm going to tell you, I'm with my colleagues. I mean, you haven't shown you that he's done anything negligent. Although, yes, your little boy got hurt while he was there. And we're going to retry to deliberate at this time. Thank you. Sorry, Ms. Donovan,
Just for my part, I can't give this plaintiff anything, and I think her lawsuit is ridiculous.
I have to tell you, I mean, the truth